You probably are asking yourself how I ended up naked in Casey Neistat's studio. It's exactly 1 year since I made the most popular video on this channel. And now let me tell you a story. This is how I met your mother. Sorry, Casey Neistat. My comedy style is still developing, forgive me. Casey Neistat is one of the biggest YouTubers. He's a director, a producer, he had his own TV show on HBO, blah blah blah. You either know him or you don't care. Anyway, for the purpose of this video, you need to understand that he's my idol and inspiration. He's also sort of unreachable as every person with 10 million subscribers, I imagine. Also, it's kinda hard to reach someone if you're from Eastern Europe, as we communicate mostly via pigeons here. Yes, I'm from Eastern Europe, that's where my accent's from. Please don't close the video, it's only gonna get better from now on.
There's this guy, his name's Peter, and he made like what I would describe as maybe the greatest Casey Neistat vlog troll ever. He made an entire movie which is just him making fun of me, but it's really good.
People ask me what I listen to.
Thank you very much, Casey. He's talking about the video I shot 2 years ago. It's called The Impossible Day of Casey Neistat. It took me 2 months to write and shoot it. My friend Bacha, who's considered as the Eastern European Casey Neistat, helped me, and our goal was to make Casey notice it. It was something like a tribute because we both loved him. A month passed and the video didn't reach a lot of views. I had a very small YouTube channel back then. But after a month, when we least expected it, Casey found it and loved it and shared it on Twitter. We got drunk that day. The idea struck me immediately. It would be impossible for a regular mortal to meet and film with Casey, but he liked my parody, he knew who I was. He would definitely want to play in the sequel. Yes, this is Eastern European thinking. We dream big and die soon. So I sent him an email and he replied! He was so eager to shoot the... I'm kidding. Of course he didn't reply. He never replied actually. I tried Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. I sent him a package full of sweets covered in Slovak flag with this brief letter explaining him the situation. It cost $80 with the shipping. You can buy an entire county with that here. In this period I was gathering ideas for the sequel, learning Casey's body language and convincing myself that this will be the best video I've ever made. In June, me and Bacha bought flight tickets to New York. It had to happen anytime between October 24th and October 30th. In July, I went to Africa to shoot a TV show and I started putting all the ideas into a script. I returned in September and we began to meet with Bacha on a daily basis, improving the script, brainstorming more ideas, and spending sleepless nights on the biggest project of our lives. I tried Twitter and email again, but I got no response. I know this seems like a harassment from a crazy fanboy towards Casey, but we were fully prepared for the scenario where he wouldn't reply or wouldn't meet us, and we completely understood that he's a busy man that has more important things to do. That's why we wrote 3 scripts. The first one for the option if we wouldn't meet him or he wouldn't have time. The second one for the option if he had 2 minutes to spend with us and required just him being anywhere. And the third one for the option if he had 15 minutes and required being in his studio. We also had a realistic outlook on the probabilities of using each script considering the fact he didn't reply to any of our messages. The chance was very slim, but it wasn't non-existent. The day has come. Just making sure that the impossible day of Casey Neistat is going to be absolutely perfect. Yep, that's his t-shirt. Ladies and gentlemen, we're leaving Prague, we're leaving our flat. This is Bacha.
I'm friend.
He's friend, that's the only thing he can say in English actually. Having some green tea, because I will need a lot of energy today. Let's go to New York. We're here at the hospital. Look at this. I just got an antibiotic cream for the nose because I have an infection there. So yeah, I have antibiotic cream and we're good to go.
Trailer of sailoring. Trailer of sailoring. Ain't got no cigarettes left.
Boarding in 30 minutes. Everything's going pretty smooth, but the hard part starts now because we need to shoot a lot of scenes in the airplane. For some of them, we have just one take, so it's going to be very interesting. I really hope the flight attendants are cool because we're gonna do so much crazy shit there. Excuse me, where's the first class?
The first class is right where you're sitting at, the 38A. It's all the way in the back.
Okay, alright. Can you reply, you're not seated in the first class?
Yes, you're not
okay.
sitting in the first class.
Can you reply that? Excuse me, where's the first class?
You're not sitting in the first class.
What? Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I'd like to have some caviar. To musím strašne hučať. To musí byť úplne tuto. I'd like to have some caviar. Give me 4 coffees then. Okay. I'd like some caviar.
Sir, we don't have any caviar.
Give me 4 coffees then.
4 coffees.
Thank you so much for this. I'd like a beer. So far, so good. All the flight attendants and all the people seated nearby are super cool about everything we're doing, about all the crazy shit we're doing. We shot 3 scenes already, and it's a success. It's a huge success. Dreams do come true. I am showering on an airplane. Spí. Bye bye, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
Tak a teraz buď nervózny. Feels good to be back in a city. I wanna be a part of it.
New York, New York.
It's 4:45 a.m. We slept like 4 hours. We edited till midnight. We are so tired. This may be the best day of our lives. We're on the Broadway street, 4 blocks away from Casey Neistat's office. Fingers crossed. I thought it was Casey, but turned out it was just a woman with a man bum. Yep, we're right here. Let's wait and hope. It's 11:30 a.m. It's been 6 hours. Still no sign of Casey. It's very cold and we're very tired. But show must go on. It's 4 p.m. He's not gonna arrive. Today was not a success. We're gonna try tomorrow, probably at the same time. We waited for almost 11 hours today. We're absolutely exhausted.
There is the Casey.
There is a no, that wasn't grammatically correct. Let's hope Casey will show up tomorrow. Six a.m. waiting in front of Casey Neistat's office. 2nd day in a row. Hope we can meet him today. 10 a.m. Still no sign of Casey. He's replying to stuff on Twitter, he's liking stuff on Twitter, so he's definitely online somewhere, but not in front of his office. And then he arrived. It was then or never, so I asked him just one question. Mr. Neistat, I'm sorry to bother you, but do you recognize me? And he didn't. The dream was over. Let's shoot the video based on script number 1 without Casey. But wait! I forgot to put my sunglasses on, so I put them back on, moved my bottom jaw forward a little bit, and asked him again, Mr. Neistat, do you recognize me now? And he did! He said, yes man, I know who you are, I love your videos! The dream was back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just met Casey Neistat. He didn't know me at first, but then I went, Casey, do you recognize me now? And he recognized me, so we shook hands. I explained him the situation. He was extremely busy. He seemed interested. He said, send me an email. So I sent him the most important email of my life, and now I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the reply. We took a photo, so if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna have a photo at least. I'm still shaking. Man, I met Casey Neistat. Second day of shooting, everything is going really smooth. I just love shooting in New York City.
He was just shooting the entire day. You're not interested in that, so let's jump right into day 4.
We're going to shoot again. It's the last day of shooting. We are about to leave and then my phone beeped. This is Casey's Twitter. Look what he liked. My post. And I really hope this doesn't end here. We had to take an Uber to have the typical Casey scenes from a car. It cost like $30. I was just changing lens all the time. Bacha was just filming all the time. Well spent $30.
And then it happened.
W tomto momencie, milí diváci. Casey Neistat, cool.
Počkaj, nezaostrené. Čítaj nahlas.
Cool, let's figure this out. Maybe shoot tomorrow.
The hopes were high as we were shooting that day, but Casey never replied. He didn't reply the next day as well, so I spent the entire day editing the footage and making a complete movie based on script 1 and 2 incomplete movies based on scripts 2 and 3. The last day came.
It's our last day in New York. It's 2 p.m. Our plane leaves at 10 p.m. We need to be at the airport at 8 p.m. I think we will go in front of his office for the very last time with our luggage and all the stuff. I hope we can make this happen. Let's see. 3 p.m. leaving our Airbnb. We're packed. How many hours do we have left? 3.5 hours. These are the most important 3.5 hours of my life. He said we're gonna shoot it today, so we're gonna shoot it today. For one last time, we're here waiting in front of Casey Neistat's office. 2.5 hours. We have 2.5 hours. Still no reply. I checked the Wi-Fi.
We had just 1 hour until we had to go to the airport. And then he just appeared out of nowhere, saying the words I'll remember forever. Guys, let's do this. Let's film it right now.
Aren't you cold?
I'm very cold. So it's a busy place in your vlog. Yes. He was insane. He was super cool, playing his cameo perfectly, even suggesting little changes. He told us we would only film in front of his office, so we went by script number 2 because script number 3 required filming in his office. And then he just opened his office for us. You could see in his vlog that we were speechless. My mind wasn't working properly. It was too many things to look at. The iconic office from all the vlogs I watched. Everything so shiny, everything labeled, everything made sense, but at that time nothing made sense to me. There were just too many emotions flowing inside me and I couldn't express any particular feeling. Being in his office meant only one thing. We had to shoot the scenes from script number 3. Everything has changed and Casey told us he had only about 15 minutes. We had to be extremely fast.
I'm gonna do it really fast.
Okay, go.
Yes.
Sorry, I just gotta get the babysitter.
We started running like chicken, blathering stuff in our native language. Everything was very chaotic. Maybe that's why he called us goofs at the end. But we just didn't want to bother him. That's why we didn't explain him the whole situation and concentrated only on our video. Goofs. Didn't seem I'd make it to this video. Here I am. Time for Q&A. OK, to je strich. A máš tu svoj noťaz. Potom toto. Potom si to zoomnem. You don't want to know this. You see there's the Hobbies DJ from 4. This is the best day of my life. This is the best day of my life. As we finished, he gave us some gear for free and also his roadie jacket, which I'm wearing right now. Probably gonna wear this to my wedding as well. I don't know if this video ever reaches you, Casey, but I just wanna say thank you for your time. Thank you for letting us film in your office. You're an absolute legend.
Good luck with your video.
Bye bye.
I love it, Casey.
Yep. Bye. We edited the video in the airplane, uploaded it the next day. He shared it, he also wrote to me, it was awesome. And that, my dear friends, is how I met Casey Neistat.